Hey there, welcome back guys. This video is for those that want the screen protector for their RC Remote Controller 2 DJI version and just want that protection because there's no care refresh, and a lot of times I don't have the case for it because I plan to get the other remote controller, but you heard that, like, you know, it's going to be banging around, clicking things, and you see I put it on wrong, and a lot of times when you're done with that flight, things will go bump in the night. So without any further ado, come, let's get started so you can put that screen protector on and not worry about the care refresh. Come. All right, so this is it right here. This is the remote. Remember, this is for this remote controller, and this is it right here. Nice packaging. This is glass. Some of them are stickers, film, I guess they call it. And see, anti-glare, anti-fingerprint, and smooth has silk, but it's glass. All right, let's open it up, see what we got. Probably gonna clean that off too before we put it on, but hopefully it comes with everything, right? There we go. All right, sort of, maybe this way. Oh wow, that's like foam in there. They really packaged this nicely, to the point where we are having trouble opening it. This is really nice because you don't know how many times during the Friday night flights I have bumped my remote controller and wish I had this, but I said, I'll just wait till the other remote controller comes. But I'm like, you know what? You could sell this. People are actually buying these on the marketplace. I want it to be, you know, in good condition, not scratched like it is now. It's not scratched, but it would be if I continued on, because I don't need two remotes. Otherwise, it's just going to wind up on the wall over there. And, you know, if you can sell it and get something else rather than having a fancy decor. All right. Wow, really interesting. This is it. Oh, more. Okay. Need to peel that off here. Watch your fingers. And voila. Wow, this is nice. They really have this in there. Okay. I thought for a second I wasn't sure because look, they show a phone. This is not. I don't have a phone, but then I see this. It's like really slim and thin. But this is the cleaners, because we're gonna have to clean it and wipe it. So save the other ones, the extra ones, and interesting. Okay. And then we'll put everything else inside. There are some instructions, but it's pretty straightforward. If you've done one, you've done them all. The experience transposes over to whatever device you have next. Hopefully, it will fit. And yeah, see, look at that. It looks deceiving, right? Because it's so slim. And apparently, there are phones this wide because there are instructions on how to put it on your phone. But this is not my phone. I guess, gosh, God forbid. See, it doesn't say anything about the DJI remote controller. But yeah, I don't. My phone. Anyway, that's another story. All right, so we're going to open this up. We're going to clean this off. But before we clean it, we want to make sure we clean it just as we're about to put it on the remote controller. This way, little dust particles don't fall from the sky and go on there accidentally. All right, let's see what we have here. There we go. There's that. And then there we are. And now we're going to get the other part ready. These are little stickers that will help you take off little, specks, and the other ones will help you position and put it on. See, I didn't even do this before. Like I said, if you've done one, you've done them all. But now this is out and about. And what does this say? This one says, please peel off this before masking application. That makes sense. All right. So then the stickers will probably go there. Let me just move in a little bit more. Need to get really specific with this. Then we'll peel this off. And then open that up. Move this here. See? Just wipe it down. Wipe it as much as you can. Get any little specks out of the way. That might be in the way. What is that? It's just a little piece of filament, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Again, wipe it. And then we might need this again, so we'll put this over here on the foam piece so we don't cross-contaminate. And then we'll wipe it again. Wipe it down. See, little pieces exfoliate from the cloth itself. That's the only thing I'm not crazy about. I've done many different brands of these screen protectors, and most of them will exfoliate. There's not one that has a special cloth that's not going to leave a speck of anything on there. But that looks great, but we're still not out of the park yet. So now we're going to do this. Remember, the adhesive side, the part that sticks is underneath. So what we're going to do first, try not to work over it so the dust, see, everything from my sweater falls on it, so I'll have to wipe it again. So we'll put one here. These are for positioning, okay? And then another one. I just wish the positioning part didn't stick to your fingers, right? Because it makes it harder to take off. And as you saw, when you lean over it, little pieces fall, which is fine, but you just got to wipe it again, right? And use the dust sticker, okay? Have it ready to reuse it a couple of times. Do that. Make sure you're still recording, otherwise you only get one take on this video. And you can stick that on your finger like that, as long as your hands are clean. And then peel that off. Make sure nothing nothing exfoliates over it. Try not to breathe, don't talk. Nice, and then it should work its magic on its own. Kind of neat, huh? Then it doesn't come with any squeegee of any sort. Apparently it just self-adheres to the experience. Then just double check. Make sure they're wow, this is nice. This is amazing, you know. And then you just use this. Well, sort of. We got to make sure it works, right? Because we hate for this not to do what it's supposed to do. And then just wipe it. Wow, this is phenomenal. Now let's turn it on. Don't even see, just as everything is on the outside. Wow, and you can tell because we don't see anything underneath. I think that was luck. That was just pure luck. Because there have been times when I've had to lift it up, use this thing, and I go under. But if you make sure you clean it like the way we did, follow that process. This way, you know, you're not doing that over it, and then nothing accidentally falls, little limp pieces, you're fine. Hold your breath. Don't breathe, because you might blow little specks of whatever's in the air onto it. So just, you know, it's like timing. Let's see, but it's got to work, right? Because good looks will only get us so far. Especially with this thing, we need to be able to control the screen if we want to do the POI effect. I love the POI effect. Another update. Wow, this is great because it should fix some known issues, but I'm going to push the update. Actually, let's say not now. It should work, right? Huh. When that happens, oh, because it's down, I don't know. It says, welcome back to everything that glitches. Yeah, we make these videos so you don't have to. What's the name of this screen protector again? Well, it looks like maybe it's a forced update. I'm hoping, right, that it's not the screen protector. Oh, there we go. I was like, you're killing me. All right, so let's see. Connect to aircraft. I'm not going to connect to aircraft, but we'll connect here. See if we can get the screen experience. Nice. Okay. No resources to download. Fair. You know, like you notice that I am having to double tap to create the experience, but let's see if I click profile. Profile works, DJI form. But this remote, it's hard to tell with this remote controller. We'll have to wait for the other one to come, because this, if you've seen my other videos on, you know, updating the home point, the POI effect, and everything I've done, you know, to show you guys how to do what you need to do so you can get, you know, the experience moving forward. This remote is glitchy anyway, so it's kind of hard to tell. We'll have to wait and see with the Pro remote if, you know, we have a similar experience, if not better. But on my live stream. See, I should be able to, so the experience of being able to use it fluidly is somewhat there, but as you can see, you have to tap twice, and that's what you've had to do even before this screen protector. So, you know, see, nothing, basically that's the experience with this remote controller. Why, I don't know. Maybe there's something that has to be shut off so it's not double tap. But see, we can still swipe, which is great. I'll leave that like that so you guys can see, and then we can still that, okay. Bluetooth, see, I'm not sure. And then security, I wouldn't lock your screen. You would probably go into an oh shit moment and panic and forget your password, and there goes your drone. Compass calibration. So yeah, it works. It's pretty fluid. We don't want to start. Let's see if I can back out of the guide. A lot of times it's hard to back out of certain menus, but let's see, go back. See, there we go. And then go here. Volume. We always keep it down because it's always beeping. It's always going beep, 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 beep. 117. That is the correct time. And yeah, you see, yeah, so it is what it is. This is what it does, and this is what the remote did beforehand. That's why with all my other drones I had the Pro Receiver too, because Pro Receiver was just much more intuitive, and it didn't have that lag where you had to like, you hear me, you feel me, you feel me, and you know, let's see what happens when I press more. Still downloading the update, which is great. It's just fixing some known issues. Hopefully it fixes the POI effect. They've been following me. There's some major issues. I'm not sure if it's the remote controller, the software, the drone. Either way, I hope they fix all these things, because otherwise I won't be able to make any more videos because your shit will just work. But yeah, a lot of people are having issues with this. Let's see if the X works. See, I pressed it once, and now I'm going to press it again. So for some reason, the second tap does everything for you. Profile on certain features. And then if we go to settings, see, nice, check for firmware update. And then here, not bad. Aircraft, I'll have to connect the aircraft, but so far so good. I've got 2 flights in. I actually reset the remote controller. So if air stuff is acting glitchy, you have to connect to your drone, make sure your drone is on, and then reset everything so that it just works out just right for you. But so far so good. Kind of like it. And, you know, moving forward, we'll see how it goes on Friday night flights, but we definitely need that screen protection. The download's taking forever. Why, I don't know. But other than that, we got the protection we need so we can sell this thing moving forward once the other remote comes. Anyway, hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.